What if everything you believe about your daily reality, from your thoughts to your habits to your goals, was actually programmed into you by external forces designed to keep you trapped in a modern day matrix?
That's a pretty bold claim. What makes you think we're living in some kind of controlled reality?
Well, here's what's fascinating. Neuroscience shows that everything we experience is actually just our brain's interpretation of inputs. When light hits your eyes or sound waves hit your ears, your brain creates a processed version of reality. We're not experiencing things directly at all.
Hmm. So you're saying our perception itself might be manipulated?
Exactly. And there are three major traps keeping us locked in this modern matrix. The first is what I call the mental prison. From birth, we're programmed with beliefs about success, possibility, and reality itself. Think about it. How many of your core beliefs did you actually choose?
Oh wow, that's actually making me question a lot. Like how I always thought I needed a traditional career path to be successful.
And that's exactly how the programming works. Psychologists call it cognitive inertia. Once these beliefs are installed, they're incredibly hard to change. We actually defend our mental prisons because we think they're keeping us safe.
So, what's the second trap? I'm starting to see patterns I never noticed before.
The emotional loop. Modern life keeps us in constant emotional stimulation. Outrage headlines, social media dopamine hits, endless entertainment. Studies show the average person checks their phone 262 times per day. That's once every 5.5 minutes.
That statistic is honestly terrifying, and I'm probably above average in my phone use.
Right. Because when you're emotionally reactive, you're easier to control. You're not creating your life, you're just responding to stimuli. The third trap is the physical cage. How industries profit from keeping us weak and distracted.
How exactly does that work?
Think about it. Processed foods, sedentary lifestyles, addictive substances. A recent study showed 73% of Americans are overweight or obese. That's not an accident, it's by design. A weak, unhealthy population is easier to control and more likely to consume.
That's pretty dark. Is there any way out?
There is, but it requires systematic rewiring of your mind, body, and reality. The first step is questioning everything, every belief, every fear, every goal. Ask yourself where it really came from.
That sounds overwhelming. Where would someone even start?
Start with awareness. Research shows it takes 66 days to form a new habit. Begin by simply observing your patterns. When you reach for your phone, what emotions drive your food choices? How many of your daily actions are conscious versus automatic?
That seems more manageable. What comes next?
The second step is mastering your emotions. Delete addictive apps, limit news consumption, train your brain to find reward in productivity rather than distraction. Studies show it takes just 21 days of consistent practice to significantly reduce anxiety and reactive behavior.
I can feel resistance just thinking about giving up those easy dopamine hits.
That resistance is the matrix fighting to keep you in. The third step is rebuilding your body. Exercise regularly, eat whole foods, optimize your sleep. Research shows physical discipline directly improves mental clarity and decision making ability.
What about work? Most people can't just quit their jobs.
That's step 4, building leverage. Start with a side hustle, learn high income skills, create multiple revenue streams. The average millionaire has 7 income sources. It's about gradually reducing your dependence on trading time for money.
These all sound like good steps, but how do you deal with the social pressure to stay normal?
That's actually the final piece, becoming a creator instead of a consumer. When you start building your own reality, other people's opinions matter less. Studies show entrepreneurs report 27% higher life satisfaction than employees, despite working longer hours.
This has been eye opening. Any final thoughts for someone just starting to wake up?
Remember this, the matrix wasn't built in a day and you won't escape it in a day. But every conscious choice, every questioned belief, every healthy habit, they all add up to freedom. The question is, will you take that first step?
That's definitely going to stick with me. It's like once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them.
Exactly. And that awareness, while sometimes uncomfortable, is the first step toward genuine freedom. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single conscious choice.